everyone. What's going on? Welcome to Totally Blitz Podcast. Per usual, we back live in this motherfucker to recap NFL Week 10, where we had a killing. And as always, go down, like, and subscribe, comment along the way. We're here throughout the whole show. I'm one half of the show, Paul Pickle Winham Concha. I'm joined with
Hey man, it's your boy Kev Waterboy, boy. And to the niggas like Marcus that's out here watching me. Andy Cruz beat Keyshawn Davis 3 times already, kid. Like, I don't know why
Thank
niggas are still talking.
Thank you. That's his daddy.
I saw that shit this morning. That was the funniest shit ever. Cause I looked it up to see what y'all were talking about. And then I see this nigga Eddie Hearn talking about, so man, he's beat the nigga 3 times already. Fuck him.
That's the famous Olympic clip of when Keyshawn Davis is dancing. Meanwhile, Andy Cruz is getting the gold medal, and Snoop Dogg and Kevin Hart are clowning him like, "What the fuck are you dancing for? You just fucking lost." Look at him. Look at that lame. Like, look at that lame ass shit. He dancing. You lost. Someone tell him he lost. He's not winning.
Bro, I don't watch too much boxing, but I do when it's funny.
But that's a little clip. If y'all don't know, boxing will be back later this week, actually, for the first episode in a long time. So tune into that. And of course, UFC is going to be back after a couple week hiatus with the big John Bone Jones fight coming up this weekend. But
Hey man.
we in here for the NFL Week 10. Kev, do you want to tell the world who won this week, or should I let them know?
Call me Mr. Too Slippery, nigga. Somehow I picked all the games that I wasn't sure about, or all the games I lost.
Man, all the dogs I picked, I could have locked up any of my dogs because all three of my dogs won. Or four.
Nice.
I don't know if I had three or four, but all the motherfuckers won. Rounding out to almost a perfect week, 12-2 on my picks for the week. Kev going still respectable 9-5. Got to clock in the morning, which catches us to four. I got 4 wins. Kev's got 5 and 1 tie. So I'm right on your ass.
I respect it. But yeah, this is a very interesting week with picking. I mean, 5 wins, 5 losses isn't bad. But I'm like, this nigga missed 3 field goals. Daniel Jones sucks. I knew
Oh,
the Patriots were gonna eat. And I was just happy that the Lions won. I was shocked that the Lions fucking got the job done.
yeah, no. What the second thing you said? We got to start there. Across the pond, Giants losing to the Panthers, giving the
Bruh,
Panthers third win on the year, back-to-back wins. And Kev, I'm tired of you when I come in on this show on the picks, and I sit here and I bring up the Panthers' potential win, and you talking me out of picking the Panthers. And this is
bruh,
back-to-back weeks. I'm sitting here like, bro, I fucking. Why did I listen to Kev, bro? Marcus, where you at when I need you?
bruh, these niggas won off a fumble in overtime. Do not let these niggas feel. Do not let these niggas. I would have respected you if you came on here and told me that the Bucks should have won that game. I would. You
Oh,
still
they
might.
should have.
Yeah, you still might. But I would. I respect the Bucks almost winning more than I respect that trash ass win in fucking Germany. Cause I thought the Germans were the ones that were fucking dealing with the foolishness and the fuckery. No, it was us. It was me. Cause remember how I said I wasn't gonna be up to watch this game? Somehow I just happened to be in my chair smoking at 9 a.m. So I was like, fuck, now I gotta watch this bullshit. So I took the time to watch the first half, and I'm watching Daniel Jones stank it up. I'm watching this defense let the fucking Panthers make explosive plays. It was bad. And then not only did the nigga have to watch the second half, and these fuck niggas go to overtime, and I'm like, no
You're
way.
stuck. You're stuck
I've
watching this
never,
bullshit ass game.
I've never been so mad to see overtime in my life, dog. That shit was crazy. And then this motherfucker's like, all right, bro, do something in overtime. Make yourself not look fucking horrible. And they still fumble this bitch and give the ball away immediately. I was like, oh, so
First
it's
play,
not
first
just
snap.
Daniel Jones. It's not just Daniel Jones that sucks. It's an all around team thing. All right, cool. Dayball, I'm shocked they even let you ride the plane back home. We're not even gonna get into them niggas.
Nah, bro. So
Giants,
actually, I have something about that. I've heard from rumor mill that there's been an internal power struggle. I don't know how real it is, but an internal power struggle between Dayball and some other GM owner type motherfuckers in the building. who,
Bro, them niggas suck too. They put the team together.
but he is saying that like he does not believe in Dayball wants Daniel Jones out of there, but because the other people are basically like, nah, Daniel Jones is the future type mentality, he is forced, like he's still starting him just to prove them a point of like, see, y'all see how fucking bad he is? Y'all fucking see how bad he is? Watch, I'm gonna start him again next week. So y'all can watch how fucking bad he is.
They already paid him. Who the fuck wants Daniel Jones for fucking $40 million a year?
So Dayball is that's what the rumor is saying, is that the only reason Dayball is still putting it as out there is to prove a point to the upper echelon of like, I fucking told you he has, which is
And
crazy.
he
Crazy to
and he
say.
has he has an injury clause.
Yeah, so I've heard that he will not be starting next. Some sports gambling podcast, Kramer, big Giants fan. He's set on his fucking 100% money back guarantee. Dan Jones is not starting next week. So just take that with what you think. Because of the injury clause, they're about to treat his ass like Derek Carr. Like you're gonna ride the bench and you're not getting hurt, and we'll fucking find out what we're gonna do.
But Jay sucks. The organization sucks. The fucking
Yeah.
the
On the
front
other,
office
okay,
sucks.
the Panthers getting this
Coaching
dub is
sucks.
crazy because the in the hunt graphics that finally come out, and the Panthers are in the hunt technically because how many bad teams there have been, and the Giants are the only team in the NFC not in the frame. They're the only team not in the hunt for the NFC. The Giants after this loss.
Those niggas suck. We should.
Then we got the 1 o'clock schedule. We got to open. Honestly, this is what this ESPN's got in front of me. Saints beating the Falcons 20-17. Rizzler, the Rizzler himself. When I found out that the new head coach name was the Rizzler, I was so mad I did not bet on him. And that boy comes in and gets the first fucking win of his career. Interim head coach bump, whatever you want to call it. Gav, how do y'all let this one slip away?
We missed 3 field goals. You don't win football games. You missed 3 field goals. You don't win football games that you lost by 3, missing 3 field goals. Shit is crazy. Settling for field goals is already bad enough. Missing them bitches is horrible. Like that shit sucked, Paul. Watching this and it's like, yo, bro, how can he miss this many? Like this is a fucking phenomenal kicker. Like dude was literally number 3 in all time in percentage at the start of the season. Like that shit was crazy. But you can't just blame it on the kicking game. Any fucking I don't know, maybe it's I gotta look deeper into the defense, but everything over the top was open. Everything over the top. There wasn't nothing once that these motherfuckers didn't throw over the top that they won't feel comfortable. There's one touchdown. There's literally 3 motherfuckers around dude, and he's just Derek Carr's like, I trust it over the top. I think it's open. Boom, gets that bitch in, that bitch touchdown. So it's a good win for the Saints. That's a team that actually played. I wouldn't say played well, but they made the plays necessary. Like they got the interception in the fourth on Kirk, and it's like it's hard to win when Kirk you don't score no touchdowns. It's a tough thing to do when you don't make field goals, you don't score touchdowns. Shout out Bijan Robinson, he had a phenomenal fucking game, and he made some great plays, but team lost.
It came down to the missed field goals. Like the 49ers did win this week, missing 3 field goals, so they're gonna be like the exception to this rule.
Because they made one.
Yeah, they made one. They made the last one, the one that actually mattered. What pissed me off was I took y'all +2.5. Like I teased y'all to +2, and y'all fucking lost by 3. I was like, well, of course, y'all fucking lose by 3. Derek Carr was just in his bag. He heard all that shit. People, like I said, Chrome Heart with the Chrome Heart jeans and a Glock 9, and someone was gonna take care of him.
Not giving these niggas props because they won. That does not mean niggas played well. That shit was over.
Did I say they play well? I said they won.
Yes, you said Derek Carr was in his bag.
269, 2 touchdowns, like
Right.
16,
Go
25.
watch that.
Y'all's defense
go watch.
Y'all,
yes, go
BS,
watch those plays, bro. Later, that's not cooked. Calm down. But motherfucking, and I tell you, these 2 fucking over the top throws can piss me off so crazy because I'm watching this shit like there's no way these niggas is acting like this is Jamar Chase back here. You know how many times I've typed this is the best
turning back
secondary
the
in the
clock
league.
as if he was still a Packer with his 100-yard performance. Because on the Chiefs, he wasn't catching shit.
Bruh, these niggas. Well, yeah, he actually did have a pretty yeah, that shit was slim. But I was blown away by these over the top throws that they're just letting over. Like You have not let a single quarterback do this to y'all all season. Maybe Geno Smith, but motherfucking that shit was crazy. But yeah, we can get on to the next game. That's just bad football. Those two games pissed me. That's the worst way to start my Sunday.
Then we had this was a barn burner. I'm happy I stuck with my gut. Steelers winning over the Commies 28-27.
Please tell me this.
All the way down to Russell Wilson. I mean, the Commander shot themselves. It's 4th and 1. They pull out the Russell Wilson. They send him out there. They say, "Fuck it, we're gonna go for it." Hard. I don't think I've ever seen a hard count work on 4th down, like ever in my fucking life. Like
Wait,
ever.
that's timeout. That play was before the throw.
When they're kneeling out the clock, they get all the way down to 4th and 1, and they can stop them on 4th and 1. And then Tomlin calls the timeout. They're like, "Okay, we're gonna send out the punt crew." No, here comes Russell Wilson again. Oh shit, we're gonna fuck it. They're gonna go for it instead. They're gonna go for it on the 4th down to end the game. Hard count. Someone jumps the fucking neutral zone. First down. Kneel ball. Game over.
That's crazy. You suck. But I don't know.
The
That
throw
game,
fire was like what killed Mo, but
yeah,
like y'all had another shot at it. Like there's multiple times through this game where they fucking shot themselves in the foot, which helped me out. I took the Steelers. They came through. Russell Wilson, the deep shot. Pickens was a dog. Pickens was doing jump stiff arms.
yeah. I was about to say the catches that they were catching in this game, they fuck with Russell Wilson. I I feel like these catches, these move balls are cool. Like respect, that's his vintage Russell Wilson. But these receivers genuinely fuck with this nigga because like the way that they are not like they wasn't doing that for Mitch Trubisky. They wasn't doing that for Mason Rudolph. They wasn't doing that for Kenny Pickett. Like these receivers mess with Russell Wilson. I don't even think they was doing that for Justin Fields.
Darnell Mooney was, and they shipped his ass out of town.
Yeah.
But no, like George, bro, there was the clip of when he does the jump stiff arm. Someone is like, I just want to know what is running through his head while he's playing football. And then someone responded, just a whole bunch of young boy lyrics. And I was like, I don't see it because that's how when Russell throws the moonball interception, it's like a fork in the road. Go left and tackle the guy who has the ball, or go right and just fuck up the person who was guarding me. And he chose to go right and his body slammed the guy who didn't have the ball. It's just like there's all mayhem at all times. So Pickens has the absolute dog in him. Ever since he got drafted with the ski mask on, looking at the TV, like Jay has always has been 100% authentic to himself. Can't blame him, but Russell Wilson's truly unlocking him because I have him in fantasy and I definitely got him in like way later picks and like with Fields, okay games. With Russell Wilson, Jit is must start material. Like he's really unlocking the passing offense here, and even Jaylen Warren. Like the run game is looking good. Jaylen Warren had 66 yards. Najee Harris had a decent game, but like they combined for over 100 rushing yards. Like this is 3 games in a row, I believe, over 100 rushing yards as a unit.
That Russell Wilson throw made that motherfucking that fuck up by the fuck up by the Jaylen Warren the fumble made that shit non-existent.
Oof,
But yeah, man, shout out the Steelers for getting that dub.
And Tomlin dog, because they asked him, "Were you at the presser? What were y'all? Were y'all really gonna go for it?" And he's like, "The world will never know, but I am a degenerate." So Tomlin's still a dog for that. Then our next game,
That's pretty gangster.
This was the craziest game. Actually, there's been a couple like the Steelers crazy ending, but Chiefs
Nah, this is insane.
16-14 over Broncos. Broncos, a lot of people can argue were probably the better team on the field for most of the game. And that special, when they broke it down, I saw them break down the field goal block for the Chiefs to win the game. There was like 4 or 5 people that could block it. Like this was just an overall terrible.
Literally.
Like, and then someone else went even further on Twitter and said the fact that they chose to move it to the right hash only brought the defenders closer to the ball. Like that was on itself was a terrible idea when they did that. So all around this terrible play on their special teams, which led to the field goal block. Chiefs still undefeated. It's this, this fucking they're making it. This 16 points. is usually not going to win you a game.
Oh, at all, kid. Not even a little bit. And the craziest thing about it is that I wouldn't say they were the greatest team alive, but they just played better. The Broncos did play better throughout the game. But you're just watching this game and you're like, all right, there's no way you can fuck this up. All you can do is miss. And all I heard, because when a punt from field goal block, you hear it first. I heard that fucking ball slap, and I was like, no fucking way. And then all I look up, is to see Pat Mahomes spinning around, doing this thing. I, I'm just watching these Chiefs teams, and I'm like, you guys know, that whatever the fuck you have going on right now needs to tighten up, get adjusted. But at the end of the day, you're winning football games, so that's all that fucking matters.
And Isaiah Pacheco just got activated off the IR. Maybe one more week without him, but he might be back as of next week. So only again, like the offense, which they always get better towards the playoffs, and they're just look ahead. They're opening as underdogs next week. They're 2.5-point dogs on the road next week against the Bills. So just something to look forward to. But yeah, now the fucking Broncos, they are a sneaky team because Kev, how like my hate for Bo Nix, I can only grow more because I just have a weird gut feeling because right now the Broncos are sitting in the last spot for the playoffs for the wild card. That the Dolphins are going to be sitting like one spot underneath the Broncos, and Bo Nix is going to be the reason why my fucking Dolphins don't sneak into the playoffs.
So that's crazy. That would actually be insane.
Yeah, I think that was going to be. I can already sense that's how my season's going to end. All Bo Nix.
Don't even put that.
Then we had the ugliest game of the week: Vikings 12, Jaguars 7. Vikings move on to 7-2. Jags go on to 2-8. Sam Darnold throws 3 interceptions. Minnesota's fan base absolutely is done with Sam Darnold. Back-to-back games with 3 interceptions. The Sam Darnold experience is looking kind of dry. And the only saving grace was that Mac Jones fucking sucks for the Jaguars.
So we gonna act like I wasn't screaming that shit. I was like, bro, these defenses. This nigga's not Jaden Williams, Jaden Daniels. I'm looking like, bro, these defenses are like, yo, bro, you gonna beat me with Sam Darnold? I bet. Bet. I've been saying that for weeks in a row. Like, oh, for real? That's who you finna? Okay, cool. No problem. He said, "This is your champion." All right, cool. But yeah, I think it was funny because the Jaguars scored first in this game. So I'm looking at this game like, and everything crazy going on in the NFL at the time. I'm just thinking like, there's no way that these Vikings are about to blow this game. Instead, they tried their best to blow this fucking game, but Mac Jones is straight up horrible.
He throws that fucking interception in the end zone. Did you see the celebration?
Oh, the breakdance.
The breakdance, yeah, where he mocks the copies the Olympic breakdance. Yeah, actually killed it too, like bar for bar.
Bar for bar type shit.
Yeah, I was like, oh, so when they did the video by video, I was like, yo, that's crazy memory for him to have. Like he really had to study that video.
Performance. Niggas there for that, and he's been waiting all season to do that.
Yeah. Oh, but TJ Hawkinson, like this was gonna be his big debut, and he looked great. I know he played the week prior, but this was his full week, like fully healthy, and 8 catches, 72 yards, looked great. Especially a year where tight end play has been lacking. TJ Hawkinson kind of come in looking good, and they still have Jay Jettas, they still have Aaron Jones. So Sam Darnold just really needs to tighten up because he was the hottest thing going early in the season, and now everyone's screaming, "Can't wait for JJ! Can't wait for JJ!"
Yeah, there's literally a couple weeks ago they thought so JJ McCarthy might not even start next year. Oh, all right.
You're gonna see. Meanwhile, Jack's sitting with the number 1 pick if the season was to end today.
And their fucking quarterback isn't coming back, so
Mac Jones experience for the next few years. I mean,
that shit is crazy. I'd rather trade for Daniel Jones. No, I'm playing.
Yeah, no. Then we had 23-20. Guess the team.
And a
49ers being the Buccaneers in Tampa Bay. And Jake Moody misses 3 field goals, and it makes the fourth one to win the game. As Kyle said, this shit is scripted. This shit's rigged. Fuck this. Then,
Hey man,
hey, sometimes it happens.
keep,
Cal, how
keep,
did you? What did you see from this game?
ima- imagine being a bitch ass nigga already, then being a Bucks fan, and then being a Bucks fan with season tickets. I love watching these niggas' stories, and and I know that they at the Bucks lost. The niggas don't win at home. They're almost as bad as the Cowboys when it comes to home, but getting dubs at home. I swear. But they could go to Detroit and get a dub, but they can't get a dub in Tampa for nothing.
Yeah, it's been a weirdest team to handicap.
Yeah, that nigga suck. But they fought in this game. I'm thinking because everybody was screaming Christian McCaffrey coming back, the San Francisco rushing as a whole was down. And the Bucks were leading at one point in this game, weren't they? Oh no, I'm lying. That boy Pearsall got the. Oh no,
No, but they were getting
yeah, no,
gimmicky plays. Like Ricky Pearsall's touchdown was kind of like one of them crazy touchdowns. And then who else caught the
yeah,
like both of the touchdowns was kind of the George Kittle one was like another like I don't want to call them fluky, but they're not like sustainable. Like you counted on that one. Like you really kind of lucked out with those couple of touchdowns. It was a very ugly game. Like the it was one of those games where it was so ugly that you thinking the underdog's probably gonna win. Like the game shouldn't be this close. Oh, the home dog's making it a real fight. Damn,
but
the better team's probably gonna lose this week because the better team's looking like ass. And then they pull out some fucking miraculous touchdowns type shit. And then Jake Moody, who like missed every fucking shot, nails the game winner.
he said his confidence never wavered, even when an upset teammate on the sideline ran down
Oh, but
on him.
Debo was ready to fight him, bro. If he would have missed
Oh,
that game,
that's who the teammate was.
oh, but Debo was like cussing, right? Oh yeah, right. It was getting ugly. It was getting murky out in Tampa Bay.
That's funny. I just read that shit, so I was like, "Oh, okay, there's somebody that's pretty tough." Like, I didn't know it was fucking Debo. You were like, "You bitch." But
It
I
was
mean,
like throwing some Gatorade, but Debo was hot.
anytime I see shit like that, I'd be like, "Well, you shouldn't be settling for field goals." That's why with the whole Young Hoku missed three, I'm like, why are we settling for field goals after this nigga missed the first two? Like, that's what you guys got to lock in and be like, "Yeah, we're scoring on this
We're
next
going
drive.
on this fourth one. Bird getting
Yeah,
some
we going
yards. We
fuck
going
it,
on fourth
fuck."
down.
And the thing is, I'd be so gangster as a quarterback that I would not have no fourth. If we either go on third and long or third and short, because we're not going to fourth down, kid. We not getting the fourth down. We either third and long and I'm bombing this hole, or like we getting the first no matter what. Because boy, I'm not even gonna give you the option to be coach. Hey, let's put him out here. Nope. But
Yeah,
that's not even the worst. We got to keep talking. There's more games and more people
yeah, no, there's
fucking
some more.
up
We're
here.
keeping pushing. But yeah, 49ers, I will say, do not look that good. That was just my last note on the 49ers. Is like, yeah, now they're like right with the Cardinals, but they might not even be better than the Cardinals right now. We're being honest.
Fuck
But
though.
pushing. Bills does dominate the Colts 30-20. Joe Flacco experience is just looking rougher and rougher. 3 interceptions. Josh Allen threw two himself, but like the fact that they routed the Colts, no one's really talking about Josh Allen's interception.
And a few of these were like bully interceptions. Like this lineman literally hit this nigga out the way and took the ball out of his hands type shit. I'm like, no way. But yeah,
That's
I mean, there was so much fucking. I don't know if you want to call it all phenomenal defense because a lot of these there was some bonehead fucking plays, but there were a lot of good defense. This is the first week I seen like on the highlights there was like a defensive top 15 turnovers.
oh really?
Because
There's
yeah,
probably
like
a lot this week.
they had something to pick from because like only like less than half of them were interceptions. Like a lot of them shits were fucking fumbles. There was so much bad football. There was so much. I don't know. Like there was so much random shit that happened. Because even in the fucking Thursday game when Marlon Humphrey was up the fuck out of Chase Brown, and you
Oh
just
yeah.
looking like, oh yeah. I think it was Marlon Humphrey. Either Marlon Humphrey or Kyle Hamilton. I'd be getting confused when I see that folk. But there was so many turnovers this week. It
The
was crazy.
well, the I know the Flacco fumble was they were saying this is bad play. They called a play as if AR was in. Like it was an RPO type shit with Jonathan Taylor. It was just like a fake handoff, and he was supposed to scramble to the side. And it was just like you expect Joe Flacco to do what? And then he
Mm,
gets sacked, fumble. The three interceptions already were bad, but like four forced turnovers by the Bills altogether. Like, yeah, the
shit
Colts.
was crazy.
They honestly though they're what like 4-6, but their next six games they have the Jets, which however you look at the Jets, that's either a win or loss. But then after that, it's like the Titans, the Jaguars, the Titans, the Giants, and I think the Panthers or some shit. And it's like those are all very winnable games. Like, could they be the sneaky team if they just don't fuck it up?
They gonna fuck it up. You know they gonna fuck it up.
Then we had I should have locked them up because it was a big dog, but the Patriots going into Chicago to beat the Chicago Bears 19-3. The defense gets 9 sacks on Caleb Williams. Absolutely destroy. The defense came to play. Drake May, like I said, best quarterback in the draft, baby. Just knocking them off one by one.
It's some bullshit, Paul. Then I literally said, "Yo, bro, I think these motherfuckers are about to fuck this game up." And the Patriots are this the one week out of the. I think I picked the Patriots either 2 weeks in a row or 3 out of 4 weeks. Like I'm pretty sure I've been high on them ever since they stopped starting Jacoby Brissett.
Our fucking superstar. We got a Ferrari at quarterback.
He's cool. He does his thing. But shout out them boys getting the dub. I mean, the Bears are fucking frauds, like we thought. I at least thought they had a good defense, but this is a defense that could get scored on. Caleb Williams has no help up front, and he's probably holding the ball too long too. So it's just not a good look right now as a whole. He's like, I think I've seen a list of top 10 or top 15 sacked or hit quarterback. He's like number like 6 or 7.
Oh yeah, then there's but I do know a stat where it's like the quarterbacks who got sacked the most over 4 seconds. So like he hold the ball for he's number one with 27 sacks or something, 30 sacks. Like there's a lot of sacks. Like that's already a high number of sacks. So 4 seconds is not you should and then people are breaking down film showing like, oh, he's passing an open read to try to look for something bigger. And because of that, he's holding on to the ball too long. Hence he's getting sacked. The Patriots only had 16 sacks on the season and they get 9. Like this was
That's
not a
crazy.
good sack unit team. Like
Shout out that defense. They were relentless.
they want Eberflus ass gone. He's the next chopping block because they did just fire the offensive coordinator. So he's out of the building.
Bro, you need to fire your O line coach too. Like the fuck, 9 sacks. I need some more pink slips.
But there's a funny meme that's like there's a picture of the Jets and it has a caption like biggest biggest season of the year anticipation, and it's like Patriots anticipating worst season of the year, and they're both like 2-7, like shaking hands.
Shit is crazy.
Then next game, another game that was never in doubt. Chargers being the Titans, 27-17. Harbaugh is I'm on the wagon, Kev. There's a
I'm
Harbaugh got
telling
the
you,
boys buzzing.
I'm telling you, bro. There's something going on over there. But like I said, man, these motherfuckers are gonna play good jerky defense, and as long as they kept Will Levis looking like an idiot, then he got sacked 7 times. Like as long as they have Will Levis looking uncomfortable and looking crazy, and they kind of bottled up the run for the most part, they
But
was
they
gonna get the dub.
the running backs cooking too. I big Gus Edwards was getting into fall.
I haven't heard that name in a minute. But yeah, this offense is nice. Justin Herbert, whenever he has some help, some blocking, like he looks like a guy.
There is that one controversial call where it looks like Herbert's getting sacked and fumbling the ball, which was scooped for a touchdown for the Titans. But Herbert, like Herbert just being the fucking dog, is like a big motherfucker. He got that throwing motion off, and it wasn't a fumble. It was an incomplete pass, and the Titans don't get the scoop and score a touchdown, which definitely changed a lot of momentum in the game.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, Titans kind of suck. But they do have a decent D line. I always give them that.
Yeah, but JK, the Chargers just play old school football really well. Like we're not gonna make a lot of penalties. We're gonna run the ball and we're gonna make tackles and play hard nosed defense. Like we're not gonna miss a tackle.
Um,
No one is.
And I'm telling you, Paul, this is another game when I saw Calvin Ridley get the first touchdown. I'm like, stop, or y'all not gonna do with me again like this. But yeah, the Chargers, I'm gonna stay winning. Like I'm saying, I'm picking them boys until them boys till them boys force me not.
Then we had the Eagles going into Dallas, 34-6, absolutely throttled. Cooper Rush. Kev, I'll let you tell it.
Bro, I saw how bad they played, but I'm on red zone. So like they're showing me the Eagles offense a lot more than the Cowboys
A
offense.
lot more.
Bruh, I'm thinking like, okay, them boys is trash, but no big deal. When I heard the fucking stats, well, I want to pull up the exact stats. There's no way that this man. I can understand why he's not a starter in the NFL, but bro, what the fuck is this? Bro? This motherfucker had this motherfucker went 13 for 23 for 45 yards, kid. What?
Trey Lance saw the field, which is when you know it gets really bad.
That shit was for replay. The Cowboys all around just need to just forfeit
Did
the
you
next
see
few
the
games.
Parsons clip?
Nah, what person say?
Oh, yeah, I'm happy you're sitting down for this. They asked him, how does he feel about Mike McCarthy being on his last year? And he's like, that's above my pay grade. He can always go on and find another job. Who I really feel bad for is Zach Martin and them guys who put in a lot more work than he ever did. Which which is not very good to hear being discussed.
I was explaining somebody the Cowboys to somebody because I be talking to these Haitian ass motherfuckers and they don't be knowing enough about football. And it's really because they be making me go on tangents about how Russell Wilson sucks. But like this man Russell Wilson, like all time is a decent quarterback. And
yeah,
it's just like a but like the respect that they give him pisses me off. So I be having to pull up the stops. I'll be, hey man, don't forget this motherfucker changed the play in the Super Bowl. It was he called the audible. Don't forget that.
could have another week.
Come on now. And don't forget this motherfucker threw 3 interceptions in that fucking that NFC game. But I was explaining to him the Cowboys because we was talking about playing man defense. And I was like, oh, like look at because he didn't know that he thought that the coach called all the plays for everything. And I was like, I mean, nah, it's not all the time, but sometimes they do. Like Andy Reid's gonna call the plays on offense for sure. Like there's just certain people that do, like, of course, Sean McVay calls his offense, of course. But
Big
then
Mike.
we started talking, but then we started talking about the Cowboys, and I was just sitting here, I was like, yeah, the Cowboys were only good when they had an all, though they had a fucking head coach as their defensive play caller, and they had a motherfucking crazy talented offensive coordinator in the Kellen Moore. Once them niggas left, the Cowboys were cooked. I just never expect them to be this level of cooked, and to show how bad they are at building a team because y'all don't have a
I
full
had to
anything.
explain
It
to
feels like.
somebody, Derek, like why the Cowboys like the run game was so bad. I explained how bad, and then like explaining they could have had somebody named Derrick Henry who is considered old, but is a different athlete, but is currently number one running back in NFL, breaking like fucking like not breaking records, but basically setting the fucking standard of what a running back should be. And they could have had that, but they chose to stick it out with Ezekiel Elliott. And they're like, oh, I know that person. I'm like, yeah, like he's a fossil. Like, he's done.
He chose to save 8 mil. That shit is crazy.
Like this is and then it gets even worse because then it's a big egg on the head. The stadium, CeeDee Lamb says he couldn't catch the ball because the lights were in the eye from the sunlight. And
Bruh,
B
I'm
Jerry Jones is like, I fucking know what this stadium is built like. Like, okay, Jerry.
bruh. They were so, bro. The Cowboys are a dumpster fire right now. That shit is crazy. I wish we could pull. I had time to pull up exact quotes from Jay, but when he responded back, he's like, "Bro, everybody knows it. Everybody talks about this. Blah 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 blah. If you want a new stadium, then build a new stadium with your fucking money." Like
They're
that shit is crazy.
they're
Everybody
beasting
is
from what's
flustered over
inside,
it.
right? They're sending subliminals everywhere. Like everyone's taking it personally too. Like, yeah, it's bad right now.
Oh, it's over, kid.
Oh, and Dak's done for the season. After yeah, Dak they just I saw the news he's done for the season. See you next year,
Yeah,
baby.
it's over in Dallas right now. They need to go free figure a lot of shit out.
And maybe not even 100 miles away. We're going to
Oh wait,
Arizona.
hold on.
What's up? What's up?
Brett, did you? I forgot the fucking turnovers.
Oh,
These motherfuckers.
one.
Oh my goodness, these motherfuckers. The
The
fucking
fumble.
plays I saw from this game because I forgot who number 8 is on the Eagles, but that was a crazy touch. That was a crazy but the fucking fumble that the fucking Eagles got, I'm like, nobody's gonna say nothing because of how bad this fucking Cowboys team played. And then all the shit they said afterwards. But that was horrible. If you do that against any other team, you deserve to lose the game.
Which fumble? Because you had Cooper Rush fumble two. You had
Nah,
Zeke
Jalen Hurts.
fumble one. Oh, the Jalen Hurts. Okay, the one they had. Yeah.
Yeah, but
And his
yeah, there was
interception.
all
He threw one of them early interceptions too. There, I was sitting there like, oh, maybe this is like one of them weird ball games here. Hold up.
the boys that we saw. We know that.
Yeah, no, the
But yeah,
Cowboys showed their ass for the next
this
40.
facts.
But not even. I don't even think it's 100 miles away. We had some good football going down. We're Arizona, 31 to the Jets 6. Yeah, the Jets are absolutely. We're putting them in the cooked basket. Arizona,
Oh, for sure.
Jonathan Gannon, Coach of the Year tickets. I'm holding on to them like the fucking golden nugget right now. That shit's looking pretty good if them boys are the number one seed in this so-called best division.
Oh, I respect you completely, man. Motherfucking, this Cardinals team looked great against this terrible Jets team. There were times where they thought it looked like the Jets were going to at least pick up something, but no, couldn't get nothing. Couldn't get no
No
fucking
touchdowns.
no touchdowns in the red zone because they were there twice. Aaron Rodgers, they were going for it on fourth. He tries to get out of the fucking and run out the pocket for his life, but still throw the ball. They force a fumble on him. The offense looked horrible, but the thing is, the defense looked bad too because Marvin
Kyler,
Harrison had his corner looking crazy.
Kyler went 22 for 24.
Crazy.
I can't even do that on Madden, bro. You know how accurate you gotta go 22 or 24, 266 touchdown, and he was even getting busy in the run game. It's bad when Trey Benson seen the field for 10 rushes, and he was eating. Like they're bringing in the rookie running back to see, all right, do we have something in him? Cooked him. Like yeah. Are you completely out on the Jets? Was this the
Oh, but
week?
we've been saying this for weeks, kid. Just because they got that trash ass win, I knew people was gonna be like, "Oh, the Jets are cool people." No, they're not.
Do not bet on them.
Not even a little bit. Y'all ain't gonna take my money.
Kyler killed it because I had him in fantasy. His two rushing touchdowns and yeah. Kyler low key like the Cardinals 6-4 number one, and looking like the best football team in the division on both sides.
Yeah.
Then we had prime time, a good game. Lions 26-23. I say good game, but it was terrible football. You got to protect the rock. Jared Goff throws, what was it, 5 interceptions.
5. But how many championships does Booker T have, Paul?
5-time world champion.
That shit was crazy watching that bullshit.
And like,
And then like three of
Goff
them was in the first
himself.
half, and then the three of them was in the. It's crazy because the first three was in the first half. The third one was the fucking Hail Mary, but it's still an interception, right?
Still in
And
the
then
book.
they get to the second half, and I think they were just trading interceptions. It was like CJ Stroud was like, you know what? I know how to throw picks. I know how to throw picks too, Jared. And Jared was
Hold
like,
on here.
but hold on. This nigga think he can throw picks better than me. And I swear they went back and forth with these shits. Like it was crazy.
But fucking and what was it when he every time he threw the ball deep, I was like, oh, what the fuck are you doing, Goff? Like,
Bro, they had to change the whole offense. They was like, yeah, bro, we finna start. Hey, screens, run
how's
that thing.
how's my MVP ticket looking right now? Is this
Oh my gosh.
this is a big asterisk? These ain't the voters remember this game.
What? What? Hey, respect though, because he didn't. We talk about the 5 picks, but he definitely didn't throw the picks in the fourth, where they finally figured out how, but they figured out the offense differently. Because this Texans team was not a like. I love the Texans. I love these boys, but C.J. Stroud, he's getting fucked up. O line not blocking for him. The defense, they can get interceptions, I guess, but they can't get stops when you need them. Like I love the Texans. I mean, like the uniforms that they played in this week, but boy, they're going through it right now.
The field goals that Jesse Bates hit were the two closest. I said, I don't think I've ever seen a field goal as close in my life. And then he follows up, and I love how he said, "You just did, bitch." I was like, bro, that the second one was even closer. That bitch must have that was surfing on the upright.
Bro, that shit was crazy. I'm glad you peeped that. Because I was looking like, is he about to? Because Fairbairn just comes up and we think Fairbairn is a solid kicker. Like, this is a great dude.
It was a deep shot. That bitch was Steph Curry type field goal. That was from deep range,
It,
58.
it was like, yeah, it was 58. But like, we're thinking, like, yo, you can hit these. Because we talked about, yeah, bro, give Fairbairn a 61. Because he hit it. Who was it that kicked the 60? Was it them boys?
It could
No,
have
that
been
was the Chiefs. No, that was
every
the Broncos. The Broncos. That was the Broncos. It was second half going into halftime. The Broncos and the Chiefs got a fucking 50-yard punt return type shit. But I watched Fairbairn miss that and I was like, no way. All right, cool. So I'm like, there must be wind or something. And you're watching that bitch literally just and it looked like it still touched the fucking field goal post. That's how close that bitch was.
ice in his veins. And what he said,
Cold blooded.
oh, Jesus Christ. Dan Campbell.
Rook
Oh,
and he a rookie.
did you see the Dan Campbell mid interview talking about we need to get takeaways, man. We need to get takeaways. First snap, interception for the Lions. And they're like, is this the first time the coaches spoke that shit in existence on live? Like live conversation? Another resounding win though. I mean, fuck it. 8-1. Lions can't tell them shit. Fuck it.
I respect the kid. Hey man, never give up. Keep fighting. Five
Never,
interceptions is crazy, but they overcame.
and then another team you can't tell shit, can't keep down, The Miami Dolphins roll into LA 23-15. Defense was buzzing for the first time in a while. Offense had a couple wrinkles, but Tyreek Hill still gets the touchdown. And then fucking Odell was getting involved I think that's the first time I've ever seen Odell involved. And they made sure Jalen Waddle got hit. They made
Odell
sure
made some phenomenal catches. But yeah, but this was another fucking turnover fucking gas to guess exponential kid. Like the fucking who was it? Matthew Stafford threw a let me look it up. I think Matthew Stafford throws a pick. Two fumbles.
And then we get the field goal and then they punt it and then we're our offense is buzzing 10-0. We're looking good. Like come down and score another touchdown and then Tua throws the interception.
And then Matt was like, "No problem, I got you, y'all boys. You can if y'all can get this bitch back. Let me see."
Then it was back-to-back fumbles. It was like it was interception and then
interception, fumble. Like, and it was so disrespectful because they got the interception, and then the boys fumble like, "Hey man, they looking at the defense like, I hope y'all guys got a quick water break. I hope y'all boys took a quick little water break." The next thing you know, he's like, "Hey man, I hope y'all niggas took a quick water break. I'm just saying the fuck off this field." Like that shit was crazy. But the Dolphins I respected because you guys played well. Yeah, I wouldn't say all your drives were the bestest, but you guys played well and you kept scoring when you needed to. Because like even at the even in the second half, you guys is touchdown, field goal, touchdown, field goal, and then the end of the game type shit.
I was so pissed off because I'm not mad that Tyreek Hill scored a touchdown, but I had the Jonnu Smith touchdown plus 220 by itself. And I had that shit parlay with some other things that would have been cooked up real big. And he gets stopped on the fucking like not even the 1 yard line, like 6 inches from the goal. Like that bitch is like this close, and then they take him off the field to get some water because he made such a great play. And I was like, oh, my shit's cooked. Like, they're not even gonna give him the ball like on a sneak be like, "Here's your touchdown, Playboy." I was a little upset about that one. But all in all, I was out on the team, Kev, but I use that for motivation because
That was a great one for y'all. I loved it. I was like, I just didn't know where this Dolphins thing was coming from last week. I was like, I'll stay pretty decent.
we got the Raiders and Patriots back to back, and it's the Patriots in Miami, so we could be 5-6 going into Thanksgiving Day where we got to play the Packers in Lambeau, and then
Yeah,
that
but
would make a break for the 500.
I
See
respect it.
I see the road. We got to keep locking in.
I respect. I respect it. Congratulations, that boy went 12-2 this week. That's pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, overall, and then before we head out, the locks and dogs. Kev went 0-2 on the locks with the Commies and Falcons, and then I went 1-1. We double locked the Falcons. I think that's what cooked them. Kev was we put too much juju on them.
Oh no, kid. One field goal, two field goals in. That's a whole different ballgame. I hate the
And then
worst, but I love the niggas.
came through, but our dogs both hit. You had the Cardinals, no, never in doubt, and then I had the Steelers. That was a fun ride. That was a sweaty roller coaster. But as always, we'll be back next week with some more picks. Stay tuned for the Thursday night football preview. That shit's coming up Wednesday, probably when you're watching this. But as always, I'm Paul Pickle, Kevin, Waterboy Savoy.